Hey everyone, this is my brother Michael.
My brother Adam.
We're the Scharff brothers.
You're listening to Mentoring for the Modern Musician.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to another riveting episode of Mentoring for the Modern Musician. And we mean that. We really do.
We mean that it's mentoring?
No, that we're grateful that you're back.
We are. We're very
incredibly grateful.
Yeah, because do you know how sad it would be if we just put these things out every week?
I actually do, because when we first started, it was
You're like, how many?
hard.
I think 8 people listen. But no, it's a little. It's really nice to see that you guys are listening to these.
Yeah, fantastic.
And we'll do our little business here. But so make sure you share it with everyone.
Yeah, like and share.
Like and share. Comment.
Please reach out.
Send us emails.
If there's something that you want us to talk about, we'd love to talk about it.
If there's something you'd like us to
something
stop
that you
doing.
think is inaccurate,
yes.
please.
Right?
Right?
Because we're always looking for actual, factual.
Always. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Is to bring actual, up-to-date, real industry information.
Exactly.
To dispel the myths.
To dispel the myths, so people stop going, you know what it is? You just got to record some songs, send it to a record label, get famous.
That's right. They'll sign you up.
Hey, did you ever
Get you
think of maybe recording some of your songs?
You guys are really good. Have you? Maybe you should make
record
a record.
some songs, make a record, send it to a record company, get famous.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Well, and that's appropriate for today's topic, which is the big opening slot.
You got that big opening slot,
right? You got, and this is a thing. Now, this actually is a thing.
It is.
This does happen,
and we want to talk to you about how to not fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right.
Exactly. Put it in perspective.
Make the most out of it.
Make
not
the most
least.
out of it, and not the least. Exactly. Well, so the first thing we're going to say about that is, the first thing you want to remember is
The very first thing.
this is not your big break.
It's not. It just isn't your big break.
Because
I'm sorry.
look, and we're happy. Look, we are happy that you're opening for
Whoever you're opening for.
whoever you're opening for.
Whoever
on that,
it is. I don't care what level it is.
That
if it's,
show,
as long
that
as
leg of the tour.
that local show.
Right, exactly, whatever it is.
That one-off, that club that you've wanted to get into, that coffee house
Yeah.
series that you wanted, that house concert series that
There
you
might
wanted.
be a really happening bagel shop in your town.
Exactly.
But you're actually getting to open for
Whoever is the headliner.
big headliner in that town.
What doesn't matter. I am psyched for you, whatever the
great-
slot that you got.
But remember, it's not your big break.
Right, you're not going to get discovered.
And here's why that's exactly it. The reason that's a dangerous, it's more than just that that's wrong.
Right.
It's that's a dangerous way to think about it.
It is.
Because if you think about, this is my big break.
Right.
Now first of all, you're going to put way too much importance
Way too much.
on it in some ways. And then in other ways, not enough importance.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Great point.
Because this is my big break has this behind it, this thought that someone's now going to take all the stuff off your table and you're not going to have to do anything other than I'm just going to write songs and perform.
I'm just going to show up.
And here's the thing.
Right.
You know, as we say often, sure, maybe there was a time
Right.
in the industry where that was the case.
Maybe.
You know, maybe
It's
it was,
possible.
right? That is not the case now.
It just isn't.
There is never going to be a time in your career when it's all off your plate and you don't have to think about it.
Right. No, it's not going to happen.
Ever.
And if you are somebody who is listening and it has actually happened in that way for you, please reach out to us because we would love to be proven wrong about this.
And we want to have you on the show.
We absolutely
And talk
want to have
about,
you on
all
the
right,
show.
so this is what the exception sounds
So
like.
this is, right. Here
That's
is
awesome.
the exception.
Because it's not like we want a good life for you guys.
That's why we're doing this.
We want you to be happy and healthy and successful and thrive.
Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of doing this show.
Yes.
Is to help people have some kind of roadmap
Exactly.
and some way of missing the pitfalls.
In this
Right.
crazy career that you've chosen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Right.
first, let's start with that. It's not your big break. But
Right.
that's not a bad thing.
It could be one of many gigs that you play, one of many things that you play that will get you to the next level.
And it is certainly a big opportunity.
Exactly. Right.
Right?
Right.
And
again, at whatever level this opening slot is. It is an opportunity.
And I'm going to jump in real quickly for any of you songwriters, musicians that are going, well, yeah, I mean, those words mean exactly the same thing. First of all, shame
No,
on
they
you.
don't.
Shame on you. As a songwriter, we know every word counts.
Every word matters.
Every word
It all
matters.
matters.
So, no, the difference between it's a big break and it's a big opportunity.
Yeah.
With an opportunity, that's something you can build on, and that you can make a big deal about,
And
you
that-
can.
Your actions matter, not
Yes.
just your performance.
Right.
Right?
It's a
Yeah.
break. It
It's not
sounds like a
magical.
luck.
It's,
right.
it's
Yeah.
not magical thinking.
Yes.
Right? An opportunity is something to build on.
It's exactly
A big
right.
break is now, okay, it happened.
I just got to nail this one.
I'm at the top of the mountain now.
No,
No, you're not.
no, you're
No, you're
not.
not. You can't even see the mountain yet.
You don't even. You're not. You are not even passed through the gate of the, national park where you're going to park to go hike to the mountain.
Exactly. Right.
So, but it is a great opportunity.
Right. So, how do you not mess it up?
That's a
Right?
great question, Michael.
Right. Exactly.
How's the best way to not mess
To
it
not
up?
mess it up. What are some of the things that you need to really take into consideration
Yes.
when you are preparing for this gig? Well,
Absolutely.
the first thing is practice.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Practice, practice, practice.
Practice. And no, okay, that doesn't mean just play.
No, it doesn't.
Don't just jam through your songs. Okay?
Hey man, I could. I mean, that's what
I'm a solo artist, so I don't really,
me, man.
I don't really need to practice. I don't want to,
I want it to be fresh.
yeah.
No, you don't.
No, here's the thing.
You
don't,
want it to appear to be fresh.
don't practice in front of your audience
No.
ever.
Shame on you if you do.
Shame on you.
Apparently, we're saying shame on you a lot today.
Shame on you. This is the guilt podcast. This is some kind of weird, S&M guilt podcast. But here's the thing. You got into the music business.
Exactly.
So you know you want this.
Exactly.
This is
right.
you want to be guilted out and afraid and fearful.
So please practice.
Yes.
And when we're talking about that, what we mean is record yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Listen back. When you listen back, are you somebody that you would have stayed in the room to listen to?
Exactly. Are you happy with absolutely everything that took place? Are you happy with, if you're a guitar player who sings, your guitar playing?
Right.
The arrangement, the volume of your strumming
Yes.
as
Great
compared to the volume of your voice,
Great point.
right?
Right. Don't expect the sound guy to completely fix it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Like, they can turn down the suck knob, but they can't turn it off.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So if just playing into your phone, do you go, all right, yeah, I
Okay.
see what I'm going for.
Exactly.
Great.
Practice in front of a mirror.
Yes.
So you make sure that you're not doing this weird thing with your lip,
Right. Or that you dig that weird thing
or
you're
that
doing
you
with your
like
lip.
the weird thing with your lip.
Own it.
Oh, right.
Commitment.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
We've all seen the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, right?
Right.
And I think we can all agree
He just owned it.
that if Freddie had paid someone to choreograph all those moves, that would have been a bizarre thing to do.
Right. But it worked because
But it worked because he owned it, because it really was him. And because
Exactly.
of that, it was awesome to watch.
Exactly.
Right? So if that's your thing, own that.
Right.
Have that be a thing. But have it be something you're doing on purpose.
Yes.
Because here's the thing I can guarantee you. Freddie practiced those moves in front of a mirror.
Absolutely.
Right? That wasn't by
Absolutely.
accident.
No. No. That's
was-
like saying Mick Jagger's moves are by accident.
Totally on purpose.
It's completely on purpose. You can prove it. There's actually a YouTube video of him doing those moves now in a dance studio practicing.
Okay. I love that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that maybe that's what I'll watch at lunch today.
Yeah, it was one of my students showed it to me the other day. And I was like, all right.
I love
the
that.
man is still practicing in a dance studio in his 70s
Right?
so that when he gets on stage, he doesn't have to think about,
Exactly right.
am I doing something that works?
Yes. Exactly right. In the
Right.
same and while we're talking about practicing, think about what you're going to wear.
Oh, please think about what you're going to wear.
And don't not think about what you're going to wear from what's clean on the day of the show.
Right. Unless that's your thing. I mean, look.
Yeah, I guess
I don't
so.
want to discount that. That could be your thing, right? Maybe everything you have fits that aesthetic, and as long as it's relatively clean, fine, right?
Okay. I'm almost willing to accept that as an acceptable answer.
Well, because here's the thing: what you mean, I think, is that make sure that when whatever you're wearing fits the aesthetic of who you authentically are.
Yes,
as an artist.
And here's how I like to talk to young artists about how to think about this. Every time you leave your house, no matter where you're going. If you're going to the gym,
Right.
if you're going to the grocery store, if you're going, to go to your day job,
Yeah.
if you're going to whatever, you should be ready
Mm-hmm.
for paparazzi to take pictures of you and for you to see those pictures and go,
Yeah,
I'm all right with that.
I'm okay with that.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you always have, but, be prepped. Be on purpose about
Right, whatever that is for you.
whatever that look is.
So there are a couple of artists that go to the gym that I go to,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell what kind of music they play by what they look like.
Right.
One of them, she's a pop artist.
Yeah.
And you could tell she's always her makeup's always on point.
Yep.
Her workout clothes are absolutely it's Lululemon and the like,
Right.
right? And her hair's always it's in a high pony and it's all pulled straight back and it looks
Yep.
exactly like what it's supposed to look.
Right.
And the other guy is in sort of like a one of those, like, it's not punk band, it's not pop.
It's like incredibly indie.
Yeah, exactly. And
Right.
he's always wearing Vans.
Yeah.
Right? And he's got, so you can see his tattoos.
Yeah.
His T-shirts they're cut off, but not well.
Right. Right.
But it works.
Perfect.
Right?
It's perfect.
Right. He still has his, he still has some of his jewelry on.
Right. Like,
Right.
should it matter?
No,
I don't know.
Does
I don't
it
even
matter?
know. Right.
absolutely.
It does. It totally matters.
Right. So as Adam said, make sure that for this opening slot that you have some idea about what you're going to wear. Right.
Yeah.
And when you're practicing these songs, what are you practicing? Well, you're practicing the potential set list
Yes.
so that you can figure out, please pick a set list that fits with the opener, with the headline.
With the headliner. Right.
Right? So make sure that it's at least in the same source, as similar to the same vein as you can get it.
Yep.
Right? And if that's not possible, fine. Do your best songs.
Yes.
Okay, so here's a question for you.
Okay.
They're going to tell me that I have a 25-minute set.
Yes.
Most of my songs are about 4 minutes.
Okay.
How many songs should I do?
Well, Michael, I would say you don't do more than 5 songs.
Really? Because, 6 times 4 is 24,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You're going to talk or do something, or there's going to be a second between a song, and you do not run over.
I don't?
Ever.
Really?
Ever.
Are you sure?
Ever.
It's just 26 minutes. What if I'm just 26 minutes, right? It's like a minute.
Ever.
Why?
It's inappropriate.
Right. Well,
It's
because
inappropriate.
first of all, they're not there to see me.
Right. It's not your gig.
Right. I'm supporting.
Yeah. Well, but again, you and I are aggressively having made some mistakes that way,
Yeah, but not many.
where you go, oh, we should have just played 2 songs instead of trying to squish 3 into that set.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Where we're playing with all those other people.
Yeah.
But the idea being,
But look, you know this from going to watch people play.
right.
Right? When was the last time? I don't remember the last time that I saw an opener and I went, I wish they just played a little longer.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. Now,
Really, I think the only exception to what I just said would be when I saw Franz Ferdinand open for Death Cab for Cutie.
oh, right. You're
Right.
right. 2
In-
great bands.
They were phenomenal. And what I found out later was that they switched who opened for who depending on what city they were in,
oh, that's actually kind of brilliant.
which is brilliant. And that was the only time I was like, I would have loved to have, because they only played for like 40 minutes.
Right.
Right. And I'm like, 1 or 2 more songs would have been cool.
But that, I mean,
Right?
so that's
But
not the
a
kind
huge
of
exception.
That's not
right?
the kind of thing
It's not what we're talking
We're
about.
talking about like
That's more of a split.
yeah,
That's not an
Exactly.
open.
exactly
Right?
But even then, I mean, they're at a pretty amazingly high level of the industry, and they're still being conscious of who's got
who is opening.
bigger
because that's
audience.
what I found out was that when
Yeah.
whichever one of them was the opener, they played a shorter set.
exactly
Right?
And so understanding that it's not your gig,
Right.
It's not your crowd. They're not there to see you.
Right.
Doesn't mean you spend your entire set going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I mean,
Right.
I'm not even worthy. I can't even, can you believe I get to open?
Right.
Because now you're making me uncomfortable.
Right. Right.
Just do your spot.
Right. Although a little bit of gratitude
Yes.
for the opportunity.
Appropriate and earnest and authentic gratitude.
Yes.
Never after every song thanking, it's okay. I can't believe it. So really looking forward to him. Okay. Okay.
Right.
So you guys looking for it as much as I am?
Right.
Because now you're not giving the audience a chance to experience you as an artist.
Right.
You don't want to be like telling stories about your songs.
Oh my God,
and
no.
like
Please no.
acting like it's
Look,
your gig.
If you've got a brief elevator pitch for one or two of the songs that you think is important,
Right.
right? So if you've written a song, that is a part of the Me Too movement,
Yes.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Good
then,
point.
Then
Good point.
you might briefly tell a 10 to 15 second, elevator pitch about what inspired you to write this song, and this is your response to
But
this thing.
that's actually a great way to think about it, is that in that situation, it's really helpful and respectful and affiliative to be with the audience to tell them that story.
Right.
Because that's going to draw them in more.
Exactly.
And you're helping the audience have a better time. Anything you can do that way
Exactly.
is always going to be good. And that's how you trick them, even though it's not about you.
Right.
You kind of make it about you by
Exactly.
making it about
By making it about them.
and making them feel so awesome.
Right.
But remember, that doesn't mean that you don't count. You just kind of act like you belong up there.
Exactly.
Because you do, because you got the gig.
Because you got the gig.
The audition's over, kid.
It's done. You're not auditioning anymore.
Right? You're not applying. You got the job.
Right. You got the job.
Do the job now.
Now do it.
Do the job. But don't act like you're...
I know we can get the job, but can you do the job?
I'm not arguing with that. But don't spend don't do anything to make the audience question what they're watching.
Right.
They came in, oh look, the opener's on. Now they're going to experience the opener. Just be the opener.
Just be the opener.
Be the awesome opener.
Right.
The right songs, a good flow, appropriate talking or not talking.
Right.
Right. If you get 5 songs, probably your peak song is number 4.
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Right.
Yeah.
Number 1 is your throwaway song.
Yeah, well, and I love that you said that. When you say throwaway song, really what you mean is it doesn't matter if they remember it. It should be the song that
Doesn't
sort of
matter if they're
sets-
listening.
It should set the tone for
Yes.
what they're going to get.
Yeah, it can't be bad.
Right.
All your songs, if you have an opening slot, you have 5 songs.
Right.
All of your songs better be amazing.
Right. Hey, and never a bad idea to end with a cover.
Yeah.
Right.
Just not a cover of the person you're about to see.
Don't play a cover of the person you're about to see.
Right.
Right.
So if you're, opening for Ed Sheeran, right?
Right.
Don't do a cover of, any Ed Sheeran song.
Any of them.
Not
one.
or any songs that Ed covers. don't do that either, right?
Right. Exactly.
Again, that's about knowing your place and being respectful of your opportunity,
Right.
that you're having, because you want more of these opportunities.
Exactly.
The better you do with it,
Right.
the better you deliver
Right. They're going to remember that.
either the club or
Whoever you got the gig through is
Right.
going to remember it, and
whoever's there.
whoever's there, and maybe even the person you're opening for.
Yeah.
The chances of them seeing you do it are pretty slim,
They don't use
right? But somebody might tell them,
Yes, exactly.
right, that you did a great job opening for them, that you were a phenomenal support
Yeah.
for who they were,
Yeah.
and that you really came through big time with your job.
And you want to leave an audience wanting more always.
Always.
If you're at a party and someone hands you a guitar and says, oh my God, you got to play a song, and everybody really is paying attention, you play one song and then you put the guitar down and you walk away.
Preferably a cover.
Yes, exactly. Now, if by some unbelievable miracle of miracles, the stars align, the party erupts, they will not let you not play another song.
Right.
Then you play another song,
Do you? Or do you run?
screaming. I don't know.
Smiling.
Right.
Smiling.
Run, smiling. I wish I could. I got to go. Right.
Exactly.
What you don't want is you don't want anybody looking at their phone to see the time
Right.
in the middle of you
You
playing
don't want that
another
crowd to
song.
start walking away as you're playing another song.
No.
Always better to assume that you have misunderstood the situation and that they don't really want you to play.
Right. Yeah.
Leave them wanting more.
Leave them wanting more, so
this
that
is
they
true
go,
of the
oh, man, I wish they'd played one more song.
Right.
We should go check out that guy when he's playing around.
Exactly.
We should see where she's playing.
Right.
Check her out on Spotify.
What's her Instagram?
Exactly right.
Right.
Leave them wanting more, and then when they do find you on your socials,
Interact with them.
that's where you can give them all of it.
All of it. Right. Then. Right.
That's, you know what?
They've sought you out.
That's the time to be all about you and tell your stories about the songs.
Right.
Because if I don't want to listen to it, I can skip it.
Exactly.
If I do want to listen to it, I listen to every
I'm
word.
totally in.
Right there, because they're in control. And when they're listening to you, when they're captive in an audience, sitting watching you, they don't have any choice.
Right.
They're there. They're captive. Be nice to them. Right?
They're waiting for the person they paid the money to come in and see.
Right.
Right. And so don't make them regret that 25 minutes that you've been given to support the person going on next.
Exactly. But remember, this is a great opportunity to gain some notoriety with these people.
Absolutely.
Perhaps some fans. I mean, that's the idea.
Totally.
But even if not, at least they remember your name.
Right.
Maybe you got some people to follow you on your socials. Maybe you sold some merch.
Right. Oh, speaking of merch. Right. If there's an opportunity after you play, run, don't walk, to the merch table so that you can interact with anybody who wants to interact with you. And when we're talking about interacting, I'm talking about actually interacting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Please don't be standoffish. I know
No.
I get it. You're shy.
Yeah.
I understand. That's cool. You're shy. You know what? Not at the merch table.
No. And you know what? They're shy too.
It took guts for them to come up and talk to you. You were
Right.
just on stage
None of them know
with
how to do
lights
it.
on you.
Right.
Someone picked you to be on stage, and they wanted to do what you're doing.
And in
They
most,
wish they could do what
and
you're
in
doing.
most situations, they have no idea how, like, not far along in your career you are
Right.
when you got this gig.
And they don't care.
They don't care. It doesn't matter.
They think that you're amazing.
Right.
They came up to talk to you.
So what you do is you make eye contact. You ask them questions about themselves. Oh, thanks so much. Hey, where did you guys come from?
Right.
Oh, that's cool. Do you come like to this club a lot? Is this a cool thing? Or
Right.
Make it about them so that they can start feeling
Right.
like it's a conversation, because it actually will be
Yeah.
a conversation.
Exactly.
And
no,
then
exactly.
make sure that they follow you on your socials. And
Right. Maybe you have an email sign up.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Yeah.
Maybe something free to give them. A
Yep.
sticker.
A sticker.
Right.
Yeah.
Something. A button. A pin.
You could have one of those little scan codes, the QR codes, so they
Yeah.
can just scan right to your email list and
Exactly.
make it easy for them. They can do it on
Make
their
it
phone.
easy for them.
We don't need no pens. We don't need paper.
Yes.
Man, this is 2019.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, you have both just in case.
I could order.
You don't know. There could
I could
be-
order a new Snark tuner right now while Michael and I are doing this podcast with my thumb,
Oh, easily. Yeah.
and not even have you guys know.
But that doesn't mean don't have both.
Yes.
Right? Because what if it's, someone who's, older and they think that their daughter would really love you?
Right. Yeah. Do you have an email list I could sign up on?
Exactly.
Receive some emails.
Well, I have this QR code thing that you can scan, and they still have a flip phone. Right? You don't know.
Sure.
Right? You don't know. It could happen.
I don't know what show you're at, but
Right.
this could happen. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. It doesn't matter.
Right.
And I like your point. Make it easy on
Make it easy.
the people that want to be supportive of you.
Right.
Make
Right.
it easy on them. Understand.
Be a good
it's-
hang.
Yeah, be
Just
a good
be
hang.
a good hang when they come up to talk to you.
Because here's the hard thing to remember as an artist. It's not about you.
Right.
I understand your whole life is about you, and that's why you've decided to be an artist. And that's valid and fair, and we get it, right?
Right.
Michael
Been
and I are sitting in a studio with microphones like we talked about last week,
Exactly.
talking to nobody.
Right.
Right? Except
Exactly.
each other. So we get it. But if you remember that, you need to remember to make it about the other people that are there to see
Right.
you, include
Right.
them in this. Then as they get excited and feel accepted and like what you're doing and like the art and like the experience and feel
Yes.
like they're connected, now it is about you.
Right.
Now you really are offering them value by just being who you are as an artist. And that is the goal here.
Exactly.
Because the better you get at that, the more people want to be around you, the bigger rooms you can play, the more
Right.
spins you get on Spotify, the more merch you sell,
Yeah.
the more anecdotal records you're selling at your shows. You might be able to put out a vinyl.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. No, absolutely. So just that's how the slow build works.
Right.
And don't forget about the people who work at the club.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, great.
So
point.
if you're on stage and the
Great
sound
point.
the sound is phenomenal, right? Give a shout out to that sound person.
Yeah.
Right? Find out what their name is before you get on stage.
Yeah.
So that you can say, hey, I just want to really thank Tony for the sound tonight.
Exactly.
Right?
And
or
again-
Trisha's doing a great job back there with sound, isn't she?
Don't have to
Right.
go over
No, just shout them
the
out
top
once.
about it.
Right? Shout them out once.
Boy, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking about your idea of doing a cover last.
Oh, yeah, always.
That's a great idea.
Oh, it's great. And if you can do something that you know is something that most people in the audience knows,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So-
Because right before the cover, as you're like playing it in,
Yeah.
you thank the sound person.
Right.
All right, we're all excited. I got one more, then I'll get off stage so we can all watch. Blah.
Exactly.
Now you're acknowledging that we're all there to see the.
If you want something to do in between, I'll be at the merch table.
I'll be at the merch
table. Come say hi.
Exactly.
Right.
And here it is. Whatever
right.
song you're playing.
Anything that's something that you think most people are going to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But that you do brilliantly.
That you do well. Absolutely. That you do like you.
Yeah.
Right.
Because remember, that will be the last thing they remember about you.
Exactly. If there's an opportunity to talk to the club owner that's there, talk to them, thank them. Again, be a good hang.
Or the booking agent.
Or the booking agent.
The manager from the headliner.
The bartenders. Right. You don't know. The bartender that's back there could be opening a happening club in 6 months.
Or that might be the person who booked you and you just don't know.
And you don't know because they're also the bartender.
Right.
Right? So look, this sounds stupid to have to say out loud.
Right.
But be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I know you're nervous. I get it.
I like that.
I get it. You're nervous.
Yes.
You're afraid. You still want to be cool. You don't want to be, and you can be.
And this is a big opportunity.
It is,
and you can feel that. You can feel the weight of that.
Right.
And that's good. You know?
But be nice.
Be nice.
Right.
And
be kind.
Lean into the experience that way.
Exactly.
Be present in the experience.
Exactly.
Don't be thinking about the next thing or the next. Be in the moment when you're talking to someone. Look them in the eye.
Yeah.
Ask their name and listen.
Right. And that can be really hard to do.
Very hard to do.
Especially if you're like in a rock club.
Oh, man.
And it's and it just feels like everybody's cool and, doesn't want it. Like, who's this freaking, whatever, being nice to me. Blah, blah. But I tell you what, they will remember.
Yes.
That you were cool.
Yes. And all of this is going to help you. If you do all this stuff, you'll feel better during the performance.
Exactly.
Right? Which then helps you be more authentically
Put yourself
who you are,
at ease.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, again, like we talk about all the time, we already know you're awesome. You're at this gig.
Right.
You're doing it.
You got the gig.
You got the gig. So all you have to do is just be who you are.
Right.
And give the best version of that for that night.
Thank you for saying it that way. Be the best version of you.
Yeah.
Right?
The best version of you that you are at this moment for that gig.
Right.
You're going to grow. We all grow.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But and if you're in the moment while you're doing all of this stuff, people feel it.
They do.
You can give humans a hard time for not being very observant or being dopey about a lot of things, but we have this unbelievable barometer where we can tell someone is full of shit.
Oh yeah, you get the bullshit barometer.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
we all have it.
Oh, come on,
man.
And conversely, we can really tell when someone is being their authentic artistic self.
Yes.
And there's something really amazing about that.
Right.
Where even if you're not somebody's cup of tea, if you're not the kind of music they tend to listen to or whatever, if you're really authentically who you are.
Look, here's the thing.
People dig it, man.
And here's the thing. People are going out to listen to music, right?
Right.
So they love music.
Right.
And if you are playing a kind of music that isn't their thing, but you're doing it authentically and they're going to like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? They might not buy something from you. They might not become a fan. But at least they won't be sitting there for 25 minutes making noise. And being on their phone and talking loudly to their friend.
Right.
Right?
And they will inexplicably say, I'm not usually into Celtic polka rap.
I'm not.
Man,
really,
that's
not usually the thing. But I tell you what,
lady's
man,
killing it.
Exactly. That's not usually my thing. But I tell you what, you did it really well.
And everybody wants to know people who are cool.
Right.
Who do things that are cool. And you're cool. You're opening up the show that they paid to get into.
Exactly.
Right? Or that they happen to see at the bagel shop, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever it is. It doesn't matter.
Even that, right? Even if you go to that basic level of a gig, really what you want is for the people that are there that see you doing it to be glad that they happen to be there.
Yes.
Or at least not annoyed.
Right.
If you can only shoot for one thing, shoot for not annoying people.
I would want to set the bar a little higher.
I would too, but you know what? Sometimes you can't.
Hey, exactly. But particularly for those early stage gigs, like the coffee shop gigs where you know the coffee machine is going to go on in the middle of the.
And it's always the espresso machine is always going to go on. Well, it's not the espresso machine. It's the steamed milk.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. The steamed milk is always going to be done, and it's right when the most tender part of your song.
Yeah, right when you do the breakdown.
Right.
Where you just strum a chord.
Yeah. No.
But experience that with everybody there.
Exactly.
Be in the moment, even if it's the espresso machine. But so those level of gigs don't last forever.
No.
And then the next level is that the club in your town.
Exactly.
Maybe some regional artists. And then the next level is maybe you're out on the road with somebody.
Right.
Doing a couple of dates.
Right. Or house concert series.
House concert
Right?
series.
And if you're the support for a house concert, that's an even bigger opportunity because they really like music, man.
Oh, man. And
they paid someone to come and play at their house, and they invited all their friends.
And their friends come over and pay money to come to their house.
Exactly.
To see people play house concerts.
And if you get that gig, right, then you really want to be mindful of being a good hang.
And
right?
And a real hang.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Like there's a real people. You're not working an angle.
Right.
The angle is get to know them.
Exactly.
And then be a decent human.
Right.
Right?
Right. Just don't be a putz.
Right. Exactly. I mean, we know you got your issues. Whatever. We all got our issues.
Well, everybody does.
Right?
You're a musician, so you clearly have an issue. Right. You have an issue.
Clearly. But put those aside and be in the moment and be real about what you're doing and you know.
Yeah. Exactly. And so take the opportunity. It's not your big break.
It's not your big break.
Right?
But that's good. It's a good thing.
It is good. There isn't one big break.
No.
It's
a whole series of...
It's a series of things. You know, when Ed Sheeran got to open for Taylor Swift...
Right.
That was not his big break.
No. It was
a huge opportunity.
Huge opportunity that was game-changing for him.
And it was game-changing for him.
But it wasn't a big break.
Right.
It was a great opportunity that came from a whole bunch of other opportunities that came from his talent, his perseverance, and his hard work.
Exactly. And those are the things that we want you guys to keep doing.
Yeah.
We want you to take advantage of those opportunities.
Absolutely.
Because remember, you got this.
We got your back.